Welcome back to Time Served, the channel that scans the docket so you don't have to. Today, Mr. Vargas has done everything possible to screw up his chances on probation. I just don't get it, but that's why he's in this mess in the first place. This dude never learns. Tell us what you think about this case, or just say hello by leaving a comment. It really helps out the channel. Like and subscribe, set your notifications to all. Let's roll, nerds.
All right, the court is calling 2015 CR 9199, State of Texas versus Rudy Happy Vargas. Could I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Reynolds for the defendant, Judge.
All right, are you Mr. Rudy Happy Vargas? You need to unmute.
Yes, I am. Rudy Vargas.
All right, thank you. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection from you, Mr. Reynolds?
No, Judge.
Mr. Vargas, I'm showing you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video Conference. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Are you the same Rudy Happy Vargas who was placed on community supervision in 2015 CR 9199 for the offense of felon in possession of a firearm on May 23rd, 2016 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
That is correct, Your Honor.
State?
On or about the 26th day of February 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Rudy Happy Vargas, then and there failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
State?
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Rudy Happy Vargas, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of March, April 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
In honor about the 5th day of May 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Rudy Happy Vargas, did then and there fail to complete 100 hours of community service restitution in violation of condition number 14.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 2, 5, and 14, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, I do understand, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations of 2, 5, and 14?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Court will find 5, 2, and 14 true. Is there an agreement?
There is not an agreement, Your Honor. This is going to be an open plea to the court. The state is asking for revocation. He has been continued before, and I will obviously let defense speak for themselves. But we are amendable to lowering the amount of time. But at this point, that is what the state is asking, is for revocation.
All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Yes, Judge, if we could do a quick question and answer with Mr. Vargas.
Yes, Mr. Vargas, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Rudy Happy Vargas.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Judge. All right, Mr. Vargas, you understand what's going on here today. You've got a motion to revoke your probation, and you understand that the state has recommending time on your case. Well, what are you asking the judge to consider on your case?
Asking the judge to consider giving me another chance out there with my family. I had a mishaps. The coronavirus did a good number on me. If there's any kind of program out there that it could give me a second chance out there with his new family that I just came upon, I would really appreciate it. I've been trying my best to deal with this pandemic coronavirus, and I would just like another chance with any sort of program you can to release me back out there to do what I need to do for my new kids that I have and my mother and my father that are disabled.
Right. Mr. Vargas, as you heard the state read the violations of your probation, you had some issues with reporting, with some skipped drug tests, and your community service hours. How can you explain all those violations to the court, sir?
That February drug test was, I got there too late, and I went and if there was any way you could see the files, I took a drug test. The very next day I was able to, which of course was the following month. So it put me down as not taking a drug test on that month, because my probation officer told me, as long as you take it at the before the month's over, do it. And that was my problem. I should not have waited for the last day, but I did, and then I did not make it on time. I made it there a little bit too late, so I did not get to take my test. And then the community service hours, truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, it kept on, I wanted to do it, but I kept on I was just too busy with trying to work, and when the pandemic came, I was trying to find jobs here and there because of my out-of-body pain. And just the coronavirus did a family on me and my family, and I need a second chance on trying to figure that out.
Mr. Vargas, how long have you been on probation for?
I've been on probation since 2014. I got reinstated. They reinstated me because I was in a program at Haven for Hope. It was a great program. I stayed clean for a long time until this coronavirus just hit hard. I have 3 new kids, and it's just my latest kid has kidney implants, and I have the toolbox that keeps me sober, but the coronavirus, my son needed kidney implants. All I can say is I apologize to my family and the Lord for falling and not using the tools I was given at Haven for Hope and the program. My sponsor, I could not get a hold of him, and this time in jail, it's opened my eyes. I need to be there with my kids. I got 3 brand new kids, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, and 4-year-old. And the 4-year-old's not biologically mine, but I've been with her since he was born. He's mine no matter what, and I need to be there for my kids.
All right, is there anything else that you want the judge to consider when she makes her decision today?
Just all I do is work for my kids. That's all I'm about. My kids. I don't associate with nobody. The only ones I associate with my fiance, my 3 kids that are 1, 3, and 4. I got 2 step kids, and I got 2 grown-up kids that are, might I say, I'm so proud of them. They grew up nothing like me. My son and my daughter, I cannot be more prouder of them. And my mother and my father, which are disabled, and my grandmother. That's all I talk to. Those are the only people I associate with. And it's just me working and trying to do my best for them. That is the God for truth, honesty. I do not consult with nobody. I just work, and I try to do for my kids. This pandemic ruined my out-of-body and pain business that I was trying to come up with. So I had to try to jump into something. And since I've had the ability to do all kinds of jobs, I was able to find work, but at every corner I was doing whatever was possible. Money was coming in, but not coming in the way it should have and the way it used to, which it caused the financial situation problems. And I can guarantee and promise to the Lord, to y'all, that I will do my best to do right. If not, throw the book at me the next time. I'll sign on paperwork now if I have to, just to show that if I mess up, throw the book at me. But I guarantee I will not, man. I got a second chance for another family. My 2 kids are grown. I got 3 more brand new kids. My latest baby boy needs kidney implants, and I need to be out there with
They
him.
prescribe me them, but I don't even know who my
They're my
healthcare provider
everything.
is.
Just one moment, please.
I stopped taking my meds and
I'm sorry, I'm back. Mr. Reynolds?
Judge, no further questions.
All right, State.
Your Honor, the state's not going to have any questions, just a brief argument.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. I would like to know, the last time you were here on October 17th, that wasn't before myself, that was before a different judge. And you pled true to a violation of condition number 2. And now you have another violation of condition number 2. You pled to a violation of condition number 5, and now you have another violation of condition number 5. It appears that you have not learned anything.
Excuse me, on number 5 or what? I'm sorry.
You pled today, you pled true to violations 2, 5, and 14. I'm looking at the docketing sheet. With the previous judge, there was a motion to revoke held on October 3rd, 2017, and you pled true to number 2 and number 5. So I'm trying to figure out, because it appears that you haven't learned anything from that.
Your Honor, I have learned this time that I've been in here. Like, I mean, if I could sign something right now to prove
No,
to you.
you're doing the same thing. So here's my question for you, and maybe it's something your attorney wants to address.
that was my girlfriend.
I would like to know, why should you get another chance? And let me explain something before you answer, or maybe your attorney doesn't want you to answer this. When I say why you should get another chance, I don't mean I need to help my children because your children needed you before you pick up this motion to revoke. I don't mean I need to help my parents because your parents needed you to help them before that you pick up this motion to revoke. So let's pretend like it's just you, Mr. Vargas. You don't have any children, you don't have any parents. The question is, why should you, just you, not based upon your parents or what you need to be doing in the free world, but why should you be given a third chance? And really, it's a fourth chance because your first chance was you were given probation. Then you picked up another motion to revoke. So explain to me why you should be given another chance to continue.
I guess the best answer to that is when it comes down to it, I am no troublemaker. I do not go out there to cause trouble with anybody. I may have messed up on certain things that I need to do, comply with on probation, but I'm not a bad man. I'm not a citizen out there causing trouble, trying to harm anybody. I made certain decisions that weren't right, but when it comes down to it, I'm not a guy who out there causing trouble, trying to harm anybody. So I don't feel I should deserve to get thrown into prison and taken away from my kids.
All right, Mr. Vargas, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to really internalize what you're saying. What you're saying is you're not causing any problems, which I think you want to tell me you don't belong to any gangs. You're not picking up any new offenses. Guess what? Your attorney's not picking up any new offenses. I don't believe he belongs to any gangs. Ms. McIntyre is not picking up any new offenses. I don't believe she belongs to any gangs. So half the people on this Zoom screen are not picking up any new offenses. But Mr. Reynolds, do you have any more questions for your client?
No further questions, Judge.
All right, then I'll hear argument. State you're asking for revocation.
Yes, Judge. According to probation, he was given the opportunity for an extension on this case and he refused to sign it. The case is expired. He's been continued before. He does have a bit of a history. And at this point, we just believe he was given his chance and we're amendable to bumping it down from the underlying 5 years, but don't think at this point that he should just be allowed to, be terminated on SAT, which I don't know if that's specifically what they're asking, but the state is not in agreement with that.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Vargas has requested that I ask the court to consider his probation be terminated unsat, or for the court to consider a 2 on this case, Judge. I've had a long talk with him today and over a few visits over the last couple weeks. He understands that this is serious, Judge. He's been very adamant to me all day that he wants to speak his piece to you and let you know about his family and his work and the fact that he is not causing trouble. Judge, we would ask the court to keep in mind that he was on probation for about 5 years already, it expired in May of this year, his 5 years. He has about 5 or 6 months of back time already, Judge, on this case. He's got a family that he is very eager to get out to and start working and providing for, Judge. So I know you heard it from him, but the importance he places on that in his life and doing good in the future is something that he wanted to make the court well aware of today, Judge. So we are asking the court to consider those 2 options. Thank you.
All right, the court will grant the motion and grant revocation. State, how much time are you requesting?
It asks for 3 years.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
We're asking for 2 years, Judge.
And state, is there a reason you're asking for 3 years?
Technically, yes, Judge, but it is not a matter that is covered under this particular motion to revoke, and he has not pled true to it, so I can't really go into it any further.
All right, defense, why are you asking for 2 years?
Yes, Judge. As I stated, he almost was successfully through his probation, Judge. I said he got a 5-year probation back in 2016. It did expire in May of this year. Overall, obviously he's had a prior MTR, but up until 2017 till now 2021, he had a pretty good run of reporting and not getting in trouble, Judge. So it is something we asked the court to take into consideration.
All right, has your client completed any inpatient treatment?
That's something I think he had on his prior MTR.
On this motion to revoke, Rebecca, do you know if he had any inpatient treatment that was successfully completed?
I don't see any inpatient treatment. I know he completed outpatient, but that's all I see.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Vargas?
I did 4 months in-house treatment at Haven for Hope, and then once I was completed that, I was given the choice to either go home or go into the next right step. That was a whole year of commitment to do to stay with the program. I did so I did 4 months and a year at Haven for Hope, and then that is where I met the female. After I met with her, she had 2 kids. We have another 3 kids, and our life has started from there. Haven for Hope was a great program for me, and of course, like I said, I messed up on.
Okay, this is what the court is going to do. The court will sentence him to 3 years in the prison, give him credit for any time served. If he did complete inpatient treatment, and by inpatient treatment, Mr. Vargas, I mean a facility that you are not allowed to leave, that you're doing inpatient drug treatment, the court will give him credit for that. Mr. Reynolds, you have to provide proof of that in order for him to get credit for it.
Judge, I do see the program with Haven for Hope. I was talking about like a setup or anything like that. The Haven for Hope was a sober living program.
So it wasn't.
I don't know if it's considered inpatient as terms of like a setup or safety.
All right, so, Mr. Reynolds, what I'll need in order for him to receive credit for Haven for Hope, it needs to be a situation where he was not allowed to leave Haven for Hope while he was in inpatient treatment. What I know for Haven for Hope, you are allowed to leave and do grocery shopping or whatever else you're going to do. So if you provide proof that it's actual inpatient treatment, then I'll give him credit for that. But if not, he's not going to receive credit for it. Yes, Mr. Vargas?
The first 4 months,
Then I
which
become
is,
Michael Phelps.
which was called IHRP, is a 4-month program where you are not allowed to leave. When I went into the next right step for the year program, that one you are allowed to leave to go to work. But the first 4 months, you're not, you can leave, but if you leave, you're out of the program. But,
All right, George, I will tell you this, once your attorney provides proof of that, then we'll give you credit for the 4 months if that's the case. You understand?
yes, I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Vargas, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, me and my ex.
Yes, of course I do, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Vargas, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Norman, can you let them know that 14B can go back, please? And Mr. Reynolds, you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, keep going.
So I got 3 years, Your Honor?
Yes.